Sorry guys, I just finished Steven Universe Future, and wow, that was beautiful. You're kidding, right? Don't tell me you actually enjoyed that piece of garbage. Steven Universe Future came out, what, a year ago, was it? I think it was a year ago. And I have some mixed feelings on it. It wasn't bad. If that wasn't bad, I don't want to know what you consider good. See what I mean? Ever since I finished Steven Universe Future, he hasn't left me alone. So yeah, today I want to discuss whether or not Steven Universe Future was bad or good. So, obviously, the important thing to discuss here was Steven Universe Future warranted? Did it continue the plot in a way that makes sense? Yes, I think it does. Steven, as a child, had been helping tons of thousands of year old gems, so adults, through their problems. And never really had time to, think about himself, think about his personal problems. So it makes total sense that as he grew up, he kind of didn't have that outlet. Because all of the gems, he's always been helping Ruby and Sapphire get back together, Amethyst find herself, Pearl move on from losing Rose. And we never really see him go into his own internal struggle in Steven Universe. So it does make sense that he wouldn't have that outlet. Negative, Isaac? Okay, I guess he agrees. So the next thing is, does it do that well? Does it show us Steven having this emotional problems well? And I'd again say yes. They do a really good job of showing him mentally declining and the things he's doing, because in the start he's not that bad, and he gets significantly worse throughout the series until, the climax where he turns into a giant dinosaur. So I'd say they do it well, showing that natural buildup. We see him have a few stress attacks early in the season, but then as we get further and further, he slowly has more and more breakdowns until eventually he just snaps, which is a really good way to do that. It would have been very jarring if we came in to Steven Universe Future and immediately Steven was just down in the dumps, because that's not what Steven is. He's this happy-go-lucky person. So I think Steven Universe Future does do that well, watching him slowly descend into this depressive state. So the most important thing, since he's not interjecting, is it entertaining? Are the plots good? Are the episodes engaging? And again, I'd say yes. There was never really an episode where I was not on the edge of my seat waiting to see what happened. Okay, major spoilers up ahead, but Steven kills Jasper, and just all kinds of crazy stuff happen that you're whoa, did not expect that. And then there's even fun episodes too, Snow Day is one of my favorite episodes of all of Steven Universe. I really like the episode Snow Day. Easily my favorite episode of Steven Universe Future. Easily in my top 10 of all of the Steven Universe content. Snow Day was really good. So the thing the show is about is warranted. It does that thing well. The plots and episodes are entertaining. So what is my issue with the show? I can take it from here, Isaac. Steven Universe Future, while it may be entertaining, makes sense, and was warranted, There is a major issue that I have with it. It's not a Steven Universe show. Isaac, if you had to describe the plot of Steven Universe, how would you describe it? Wait. Why am I over here now? Why did we switch places? Because this is my video now, Isaac. Now please, just answer the question. Okay. Describe Steven Universe. It's a show about this kid named Steven who has a rock in his stomach, a magic rock, and lives with 3 or 4 alien refugees who is trying to stop a war that his mother started by reuniting his family of magic space women. Thank you. Not exactly how I would have described it, but no matter how you describe it, if you told that to your friend, they would definitely be confused, but interested. Now, Isaac, please explain the plot of Steven Universe Future. Okay, so there's this kid named Steven, and he went through a lot of trauma as a child, and without any sort of proper coping mechanism, he has kind of fallen into like this depressive state. So the series has him going through like anxiety attacks and panic attacks and stuff until he finally just bursts. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. If I described that to my friends, they would be less than thrilled to watch the show because it sounds boring. Not even particularly boring, but more depressing, which I don't know about you, but when I am watching an animated children's show, I am typically not going to like be completely emotionally wrecked. Yes, there are very, very, very sad parts of certain shows we talk about on this channel, but they've all got comedy episodes, they've all got jokes. There is not a single animated series that I can think of that is just constant sadness. Going up to the climax of Steven Universe Future, me and Theo are like, what if when he turns into this giant worm, he like shatters a gem? That'd be so crazy. Or like, what if he rips his own gem out and him and Pink Steven become 2 separate entities again and he just has to live without these powers? Nope. It's ended with a group hug. All this climax we've been building up for this entire show is ended with all of the gems hugging Steven, which I know that's because this is supposed to be more reminiscent of a like depressive like panic attack or whatever. I'm not a therapist, so I only kind of know what I'm talking about. But he's a giant monster. And yes, I know they wanted Steven Universe Future to be about him going through this like depressive state. But I feel like the only reason they included the magic is because they have to. Which is not a way I want to watch Steven Universe Future. I think it would have been significantly better if, well, yes, he did like have his depressive outbreaks, which did cause his magic to flare up. There was more stakes involved, which I know he kills someone, so there are stakes, but they come back. So effectively, nothing really bad happens. Like, Steven does some terrible things, has some really bad thoughts, and everyone's just like, oh, it's okay, we forgive you. Even White Diamond, who he attempted the murder of 2 episodes before, is like, oh, it's okay, bring it in, buddy, which is odd. Hey, before this video ends and you completely stop existing, do you want to play a board game? Huh? Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, before we start our game, tune in next week for 2 holiday specials. I think you guys will really enjoy them. We put a lot of work into them. And go join the Dimension Bros Discord server. I don't have a sneaky way to plug it, but we talk on there a lot and it'd be great to have you. Ready to start? Okay. Draw up to 5 cards and let's begin.